Long ago, in the time when gods ruled the fate of all, the hero Theseus forced himself upon the Amazon queen Hippolyta, who bore him a son, unwise, arrogant, and impious. For in his folly he devoted himself to Artemis alone, virgin goddess of the hunt, and dared to spurn me, Aphrodite, beautiful and mighty and terrible, choosing chastity over all of my realms. Revere my power and I will honor you. Disrespect me and I will lay you low. I crafted a diabolical plan. I struck the unfortunate wife of Theseus, high-born Phaedra, with an unbearable curse, a deep and persistent passion for her own stepson, Hippolytus. In her torment, she wished for death, keeping her humiliating secret close, refusing food and drink, hoping to waste away to escape her shame. But her nurse, devoted caretaker, extracts the truth from Phaedra. What follows leads to unspeakable tragedy.
What is it, my child, that tears at your heart? Your hands, I presume, are clean of blood?
My hands are clean. It's my heart that's stained.
Not spells, I hope, launched by some enemy? Has Theseus done wrong against you?
Oh, never. Never, Theseus.
What is this dread that makes you wish to die?
Oh, let me err. It is not you I wronged. To learn the truth, poor woman, will be your doom.
Do not keep it hidden, my child.
But it is such a great shame. If only you had to say the words that I must say.
I am no prophet to know what is hid from sight.
What is the thing they call to be in love?
At once, great pleasure, child, and great pain.
It's the pain that I think is mine.
What, are you in love, my child? Who is the man?
Whatever the man is, the son of the Amazon.
Do you mean... Shit, what is his name? You mean Hippolytus?
Oh, yes.
Ah, what do you mean, my child? This is my death. This is unquenchable. I shall throw myself down and die, and be quit of life. Farewell, I am gone. Aphrodite is not all, after all, a goddess, but something even more mighty. She has destroyed her, and me, and this house.
Oh, do you now understand? I'd rather die than live with this shame. It'd be better for my family if I were just dead.
My lady, you cannot take your own life and burden our legacy with such sadness. No! It is but a love sickness. Let me see what I have in the house. Perhaps I can whip up an antidote for what ails you.
Oh, but I am not so easily defeated. Unexpectedly confronted with the very object of Phaedra's desire, trying to mend the situation, the nurse confesses all that she's learned to Hippolytus. Disgusted, outraged by the wife unfaithful to his father and her desires, Hippolytus storms from the house, vowing to reveal all to Theseus that his father may rid himself of such a stain. But meanwhile, Phaedra concocts a scheme of her own.
What can I do? How can I possibly lessen the shame that has corroded me to my very bones? My very bones quake with the weight of my sin. I must do something. Something to make things better. I have to fix this. I need to lessen my own dishonor for my family and for myself. I have to make sure my family's honor is preserved, and I cannot let Theseus, my husband, find out. But Hippolytus, how I hate him so. He's a partial cause for all this. He's the reason why I'm feeling this way. I have to do something to make his ruin solidified. What does she plan?
What will she do?
I sense a tragedy.
What is this? What misery is mine? O fate, how heavily you have fallen upon me in my house, an unknown taint sent by baneful forces. Unhappy woman, I look upon a sea of trouble so great I cannot swim at them across the flood of the sorrow. For you are gone from my hands like a bird, and have sped your swift leap to the house of Hades. Alas, alas, what was this deadly stroke of fortune, dear wife, that came against your heart? Will someone not tell me what has happened? A slave? A witness? Oh, me, the grief cannot be endured. I am undone. My house is bereft. My children are orphaned. Alas, alas, you have left them in the best of women, on whom the brightness of sun looks in the starry gleam of night. What is this? What can it be? A paper hanging from your dear hand? Has this poor woman written me a message about our marriage and our children? Oh, whoa! What pain on top of pain is this? Pain undurable, pain unspeakable! Hippolytus has dared to put his hands on my wife, his own stepmother, by force, dishonoring the holy eye of Zeus! Oh.
Alas, alas!
Father Poseidon, kill my son and may he not live out this day!
Take it back! Take it back! Oh no! He will regret it!
Ah, but Theseus did not take it back. Meanwhile, Hippolytus returns home and is shocked to find the scene laid before him.
What's going on here?
You! Why do you think you could show your horrid face here?
What do you mean? What do I have to do with this?
Don't play dumb with me. Look at the suicide note that Phaedra left. You defiled her body, you dog. How dare you? I will never forgive you, even if you are my son. From here on out, you are banned from my kingdom.
Angered and confused, Hippolytus quickly left his kingdom on his trusty steed. But suddenly, like a roll of thunder, a roar rent the air. Poseidon, Earthshaker, having heard the prayer of his son Theseus, sent an immense wave that swelled and seethed until it crashed and foamed about Hippolytus, who grabbed the reins in vain. Bucking in fright, the horse threw off his owner, who, becoming entangled in the reins, was dragged along, smashing his head against the rocks, tearing his flesh and breaking his body. The screams of Hippolytus were terrible to hear.
I feel neither pleasure or pain at these misfortunes of my son. Bring him so that I may look in his face, the man who denies he violated my wife.
Noble Theseus, listen, it is I, Artemis. You have godlessly killed your son, persuaded of things unseen by the false words of your wife.
But what can you mean?
Your son is guiltless, for your wife was stung by the goad of that goddess most hated by us who take pleasure in virginity, and she fell in love with your son. And as she attempted to conquer Aphrodite, she was destroyed by the contrivances of her nurse, who told your son of her malady, and Phaedra, fearing lest she be put to the proof, wrote her false letter and destroyed your son by deceit. And though it was a lie, she persuaded you.
Oh, pain!
Does this tale sting you? Just wait. You will suffer more. Your father, Poseidon, granted your prayer, but you are proved base, since you did not wait either for confirmation nor the word of a prophet. You did not take the time to investigate, and you acted more rashly than you ought. You let loose upon him a curse and killed him.
Lady, may I live no longer!
Aphrodite willed that these things should happen. Chiefly upon you do these misfortunes fall, but I too feel grief. For the gods do not rejoice in the death of the godly.
Behold, here comes the unhappy man. His flesh torn, his golden head mangled.
Oh, pain! Wretched man that I am, how mutilated I am by the unjust words of an unjust father! Pain darts through my head, and spasms leap through my brain. Here I am, the holy and God-revering one, the man who surpasses all men in chastity, and I go to a death I see plainly. May death come to me as a healer. Oh, wretched curse my father! I am guiltless of no wrong!
Oh, unhappy man, to what misfortune you are yoked.
But what is this? The goddess Artemis is in this place? Do you see me, lady? See my wretched state? No more do you have your huntsman and your servant. No one to tend to your horses or your statue.
No, indeed. Treacherous Aphrodite willed it so.
She is the power that destroyed me.
You really pissed her off.
One power contrived to destroy us three. I see it now. How great your misfortune, Father.
I have no joy in life. Would that I could die, my son, instead of you. Would that my curse to Poseidon had never come into my mouth.
You would have killed me still. Such was your anger.
Yes, the gods have robbed me of my mind.
My best disciple, in death I shall grant you supreme honors. Poems sung by maidens will forever sing your name, and Phaedra's love for you shall not go on nameless. Farewell. It is not lawful for me to look upon the dead, nor defile my sight with the last breath of the dying.
Farewell, blessed maiden. Oh, darkness is coming down upon my eyes.
Alas, my son, what are you doing to me?
I can see the gates of the underworld.
And you will leave me with my hands unclean? Say you forgive me.
Oh, Father, for this murder I acquit you. Artemis, be my witness. I wish you joy.
Oh, do not desert me, my son, but struggle on.
My struggle is over, Father. I am now gone.
Mabel. Glorious Athens, what a man you have lost. Unhappy me, wifeless, my holy son, lost, my house in shambles. How well I shall remember, Aphrodite, the woes you have